Hey guys, how are you? How you doing? And welcome to the first ever video on Sorare Josh, where I'm finally bringing you guys some Sorare content, some tips, some tricks, and hopefully even some reward videos along the way. Now this is a new channel, so if you guys could hit subscribe, drop a like on this video, and let me know in the comments down below, what's your top SO5 of the season? What are you planning to attack? And what is your aims for the season? Are you already in season, or are you classic looking to play in season? Now, on the thumbnail, you might have seen we have got 28 out of 28 on a rare collection of in-season cards from a Premier League team. But just before we get into that, I just want to speak about these prize pools. If you haven't seen them already, if you have, you can skip this part along, or you can watch it if you fancy it. But the prize pools, the limited we'll start with. We've got one team in Division 1, and the top prize in that, the holy grail of it all, $1,500, which for a limited team is insane. And that is all season long. 38 games of your chance of your team hitting that once. Now, obviously, I'm not aiming for that, but it would be lovely. We're just aiming to yield back what we spent. We can keep these cards for next season. This is roughly a 24, 36 month plan with the gallery, and I'm really looking forward to it. So we've got a team in Division 1, then we've got a couple further down, and this rare one is where I am so excited. There are 4 divisions. We've got a team in Division 1 for this weekend, and with that collection bonus, oh, it blows my mind as to the possibilities. This one, $3,000 if your team can hit it once. Yes, you've got your Cities, Liverpools, Arsenal, Tottenham, maybe even United. However, everyone has a bad game week, and you just need it all to fall into places on the right one, them little dominoes to fall into places, and you could be looking at something huge in this. So let's reveal that collection. Let's show you what we've done. Let's show you what we've put together and what our plan is, and this is it. Crystal Palace, Oliver Glasner's Red and Blue Army, the most informed team at the end of last season. They were playing teams off the park. That 4-0 against Man United stands out in my mind. I was there, and Elise and Eze were on fire. Now, no Michael Elise this season for Crystal Palace. They have made some good signings. They've got Daichi Kamada, Chadi Riadin, Ismail Assar. A couple of players have left. Raksaki out on loan to Sheffield. Eberwoe's gone out to Oxford. You may well see this collection, this leaderboard. We are on the top of it, and I am so happy to be there. Just one little blotch on this. Everyone's on 30, apart from Eberwoe. Only 6 cards of his were minted before he left on loan, and I wasn't prepared enough. 5 Palace collectors picked up the first 5, and I had to hunt down to make sure, because 27 out of 28 just didn't quite sit right with me. So as you can see, we are first on there, and you may well have got a sneak peek there at Crystal Palace Limited, and also a Liverpool Limited as well, which is super exciting. So if we go here, we are going to go into our lineups. I'm going to show you what I'm throwing in. I'm going to show you what we're attacking the first weekend with. Obviously, we've got Crystal Palace versus Brentford down there, and for the other team, we've got Liverpool playing Ipswich away. Both away fixtures, however, not the worst fixtures that you might have seen. So in this first one, this is a Division 1 team. We are going Henderson, Munoz, Wharton, Mateta, and captain of Eberechi Eze. Mateta back from the Olympics, looking to go straight back into that starting lineup. And I'm guessing he'll have a holiday during the international break, which is unfortunately 3 games into the season. But looking at this leaderboard, I'm excited for, obviously, the chance at the prize money. There's currently only 44 people in Division 1, and down to 35th get $100. And with our collection bonus, providing Palace don't go and absolutely spoon it and lose 3-0 on the opening game of the season, which fingers crossed will not happen, I would like to think we could be picking up our first monetary reward of the season. And looking at it, these boxes, they look good. They look really good. And obviously, if you're picking up that 30 essence, you are going to be laughing. But the chance of these boxes and the cash reward is super exciting. And we have got a team in Division 1. You may well be looking and going, hang on a second, you've got 2 Dean Hendersons there. Yes, we do. I picked up a second one. I thought if we're going to have the Palace collection, we might as well do it properly. Yes, that does mean that Dean Henderson only gets 5%. However, once the team's a bit more settled and we know what Glasner's thinking for the season, hopefully we'll be able to push 2 rare lineups out and give ourselves a great chance at not only 1 reward, but 2. And in that team, we have got Ismail Assar, who I don't expect to start this weekend. However, because of the new thing that Sorare are doing, you don't get 25 points for a sub anymore, you get 35, which I'm not sure if everyone knows yet, but that is a helpful trick to know because super subs could become super influential on Sorare this season. And then this fourth one, we've got a few doubts in there because we don't know what that centre midfield pairing is going to be for Palace. Sam Johnstone is looking to leave. He's lost that number 1 shirt. A few teams linked him. We've got, I think it's Southampton, Leicester, Forest, and Wolves. How would you feel if your club signed him? Let me know that down in the comments because I think he's a super goalkeeper. But Dean Henderson coming in and he's really taken to it under Ollie Glasner and he's taken that number 1 shirt. So those are our rare teams. We then come here. We have got Arnold Slot's team. We have got that big Liverpool team. We've got Alisson, Trent, Szoboszlai, Salah and Jota. I've captained Salah because he's looked great in pre-season. He's looked a different animal. He's looked fresh and ready to attack the season. And I really do think that Slot's team could take it by storm this season and go for it and really, really attack the Premier League. It's a completely different style to Klopp, but the Liverpool boys seem to be adapting and there's so many different ways of playing and I think this early fixture could be a chance for Liverpool to put their real stamp on the Premier League and say, look, you know, we're here for the long run and Arnold Slot will want that and hopefully that's what Liverpool give this weekend against Ipswich, but an early kickoff, and we know that Liverpool don't enjoy early kickoffs, but we won't go into that. We've then got the same limited team as Rare, but we're in Division 3 with this one. We've got the exact same team, the exact same captain if the Rare one does well. The limited one will do well. If both could win, brilliant, but you know, we'll take back some yield on these teams. Then we've just got this one where I've just thrown in a few players. We've got an extra slot there. We might as well try and get a little box out of it, try and get some essence. And once Sam Johnstone, if he does leave, which is looking likely, then we will be able to put out 3 of each team's every game week, and that will be super exciting for us. Now, if I just show you the prices that we pay, because people always want to know how much did you pay, why did you pay that, and what were you thinking? Obviously, I was thinking I want to get the Crystal Palace Rare Collection. However, you might see we've got another Sam Johnstone in there. I seem to win auctions early in the morning for cheaper while everyone's sleeping. No one seems to do auto bids. And we picked up another one for £65. If he leaves and joins the Premier League clubs and becomes a starter, I think that's an absolute steal of a price. And depending on which club he joins, I might be looking to move on the extra Sam Johnstone. Anyway, we've then picked up a Rasmus Højlund as well. I only paid £79. This was on the market. I saw it and I snapped it up. It's the cheapest one that's gone recently, as you can see here. And I think once he comes back and he goes into that Man United team, I think that he might really prove a point this season and go for it. That's not financial advice. That's my investments. That's what I am happy to take the risk on. But I do think they're pretty safe in saying that. So if we just go through, you'll be able to see what we've paid for all of this. I will show you the roster gallery in a moment. We won Lloyd Kelly from Joe Gomez, which is a nice little few extra pounds in the kitty. We also did win, which you will see in a second. You can see the amount we paid for the Liverpool cards down here. They've all slowly started to sneak up a little bit though with the hype of the season coming, and obviously deadline day is tomorrow for the first Sorare game week of the Premier League season. We managed to get Eberechi Eze for a reward from winning Jean-Philippe Mateta. I had already brought him, so I had to sell my other one. Not the end of the world. And this is how much we paid for the rest of the Palace boys, the big ones, Eze, Wharton, and the original Dean Henderson, Munoz, because this is the SO5 that we will be going with for the majority of the season, providing injuries, etc, etc. If we come into here, you can see the roster valuation at the moment stands at £2,521. Now, it can only take one game week for you to win that back in this Sorare in-season competition. Obviously, I'm not expecting that to happen. However, I'm looking to pick up a reward here and there if Palace can play how we know how they have been playing under Ollie Glasner. And we are really, really looking to kick on, maybe sneaking into a Europa League spot for this season. You never know what will happen in the greatest league in the world. So that is our current roster valuation. We've then also got that into a spreadsheet, how much we spent per player. This is how much the total value was that we did spend with our investments included. We've currently got £100 in the kitty, and this is where we will keep track of what we've won this season, and obviously we will post a video of every single reward which, if any, we do win, and I will be posting my tips, tricks and any gallery changes that we make along the way. But I'm pretty settled with what we have. I'm really, really happy going into the opening weekend with these teams. I think that we could have a good chance with the Liverpool one. We don't quite know how Ipswich is going to play, but this is Liverpool and they're going to be looking to stamp their authority. Palace away at Brentford is not an easy fixture either. Tony will be coming back in. And we start tomorrow night with Manchester United versus Fulham, with the Premier League back and better than ever. So as I said at the beginning of the video, if you guys want to let me know your strategies for the season, I would love to see them down in the comments below. If you guys do have anything else you want to pop down there, any SO5 questions, any Sorare tips and tricks for me, because I'm not an expert in any stretch of the imagination, then feel free to let me know. Thank you so much for making it to the end of the video, and I can't wait to see you guys after the weekend to see how these teams have got on. See you then. Bye bye.